Are you still shopping for some last-minute stocking stuffers? Come join me and we'll look at 5 of my favorites. Hey guys, welcome back to Frances Quilts. Today it's Santa Frances because in my family I'm in charge of the presents. The big ones under the tree and the little ones in the stockings as well. Now when everybody's opening their stockings, I want something too. So years ago I started buying my own stocking stuffers. Let me tell you my 5 favorites. First, let's talk washout markers. We all use them, we all need them, and invariably when I pick one up, it's dry, the tip on it's all messed up, there's something wrong with it. So I started buying 10 packs of them. The brand is called Leonis and I purchased them from Amazon. I have found them to be the perfect solution. They wash out perfectly. I have never had any problems with them because they are cheap. The tips on them, if you ruin a tip on one, you can always pick up another one. And guys, I'm notorious for leaving the lid off and letting them dry out. And I don't worry about it too much if I've spent $1.25 as opposed to $14 for a big one. So you might want to check these out. Number 2 are Machinger's quilting gloves. You've seen me use them every time I do a quilting video. They are my must-haves. And so every year I try to buy an extra pair of them so I have one on hand for when I wear out the one that I'm using. Number 3. If you don't have one, buy yourself a block lock ruler. These are the best rulers to use when you are trying to trim down half square triangles. I use either the 4.5 or the 6.5 inch size, and they are so easy. You take the ditch that's in the ruler and line it up along the center line of your block. You trim 2 sides. Turn it around, slide that ruler down to the exact size that you want it to be, and trim the other 2 sides. They are a great tool for piecing half square triangles. You might want to put one of those in your stocking. Number 4. Every year I treat myself to a new seam ripper. Now when I got my first seam ripper 35 years ago, I thought that this was a tool that I would keep for the rest of my life. Well, you know what? They get dull. And when I found myself tugging and breaking that thread with the seam ripper rather than just snipping through it, I thought maybe it was time to get a new one. So about every year I buy a new one. My favorite brand at the moment is Clover. Buy 2 or 3 so you have them on hand. And number 5 is a set of thread snips. You always need these. You can never find them. And guys, I have tried some really expensive ones and I just don't like them that well. So when I found this cheap brand that I can buy a 3-pack of, I said, this is what I'm going to do. I keep one with my domestic machine, one with my sit-down long arm, and one over on my ironing table for those times when I need to clip some strings off. So what's in my stocking this year? Well, I lost my stiletto. I had a special stiletto that my mother had given me that I loved, and one day it was just gone. My gut feeling is that it was on my sewing table and rolled off and landed in the trash can, and I inadvertently threw it away. But anyway, it's time to get a new one. So I'm going to try a stiletto, and it comes in a package with a seam roller as well. I've never tried one of those and have always wanted to. So those are going to be some of the surprises that I have in my Christmas stocking this year. I've put links to all of these things in the show notes below, so be sure and check them out if you're interested. Oops, there goes my ring cam. I guess that means that the UPS guy is outside delivering some more packages, so I probably should get off of this video and go start wrapping presents. Since this is the last time I'm going to see you before Christmas, I hope that you have a magnificent holiday. Whether you're lying on the beach in Australia or hunkered down in your house with a lot of snow in Canada, have a marvelous day. And I'll see you again soon. Remember, if you like what you've seen, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please check out my website and daily blog at francesquilts.com, and I can be found on Facebook and Instagram at Frances Quilts. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.